Hi guys, I turn 31 today. Today is my birthday. Let's talk about the last year or the year 2023. Well, 2023 has been significant, and no, I am not going to do that whole 2023 reel that people have been putting out. I despise it. I hate it when I watch those things because it creates a certain sense of insecurity. I don't like it. 31 on the 31st feels like a significant thing because a friend of mine, Vaishak Somnath, would view this as a very significant thing. I would like to view that as a significant thing as well. So, I view this day today as a milestone day where I recognize some of these things that have happened over the course of past 2-3 years. First would be about the music. Me and yel.low, as far as you guys are concerned, have been working together for the past 1.5 years now. That we started finding our footing this year. We have worked on different genres, we've worked on different styles of music, we've of course worked with different people, but figured what is the best fit. Both of our styles, where it actually intersects and what is the sweet spot, the Goldilocks zone. I think we've hit that because from our initial testing of some of our songs, we think we kind of know the kind of style that people would want to hear from us. And that's what we are going to concentrate on. When you write a song, are you writing it for the people or for yourself? I write it for myself, but I also write it with the idea that people are probably going to listen to it. And when people are going to listen to it, I want it to be in a consumable format, which of course a lot of people feel is what pop usually refers to. And that's my consideration as well. With me and Chris actually going at it, we've delved into some weird stuff. If you've come to our shows, which you should, if you haven't, you've missed out on a lot of stuff. So come for our shows, dude. Seriously. Yeah, we do something that people don't usually try out. And we did test out a lot of our new material. We did test out what works in live concerts and what does not. And I think we are still in the learning phase, but we've kind of started finding our direction. And the direction is what I have been missing with yel.low for all these years. And now I'm very sure that you guys will actually like the kind of music that we are doing. I actually love the kind of songs that I've been writing as well. It's very pop, at the same time very personal. So a lot of things coming up in 2024. We can't wait to show you guys some of the new material, especially the kind of material that we've been working the past 3-4 months, where we found our footing and we put our foot down saying, yo, this is what we should do. Like Stanley's Angels won 3 in a row, dude. That was insane. That was something that I did not see coming. All due credits to those 2-3 people who actually worked on the song, Remus, Suvlashni and Anand and Sajan. So I barely wrote a few lines, maybe tried out a few melodies, but my voice was screwed that day. So we couldn't do anything with me. They really pulled it off. Dude, big thanks to you guys. Means a lot to me. And something personal. This year saw 2 of my friends get married, and 2 people who are really good people, really nice people who deserve the best in the world got married. And it was significant for me. You guys know who you are. I don't think they themselves saw it happening at some point. I was in and around their wedding. It wasn't like I was at the wedding. So yeah, 2 significant people in my life getting married. I love them and I wish them both the best. You guys know who you are. A lot of these people have been my support group. They've always been there for me, and it means a lot. Let's talk about my personal growth, right? What was I a year back and what I am today are 2 different people. especially significant moments like for me cutting my hair after the lockdown. I had planned on cutting my hair and donating it for cancer. It's been something that I was influenced very young in my life. I think I saw my aunt, who was in Bangalore at that point of time, who told me she had come back home with a haircut, and I remember asking her what happened to the hair, and she mentioned, "Oh yeah, I donated it for cancer." And I didn't understand what it was back then, but then over the years, this thing stuck in my head, and I wanted to do this when I was in lockdown. So I started growing out my hair. I grew out my hair. Last year, I did try to make the donation, but the length of my hair was not enough. So I grew it out even longer so that I could cut my hair and send it for donation. And I was able to do that. So, yes, I didn't want to go full bald. It's a little weird for me. I have thick eyebrows. I have very thick eyelashes. So I look like Sayatama from One Punch Man. I didn't want that. So I opted out of it. Another significant thing was me adopting jazz for a period of a month or a month and a half. I only wish the best for Jazz. I've sent him off to a shelter, and I hope he does well there. So it was a bonding that I haven't really felt with anybody else. It was a new experience for me. I felt very deeply about it. No, I can't explain it. So it was a significant moment for me as well. I would have done anything to get this fellow to be safe. So yeah, I mean, I have never had that bonding before. I kind of understand what parents kind of mean when they mean they would do anything for their kids. I have to tell you guys about this. Come on. How cool is that? How cool is that? I never thought I would do that, and I'm just excited because I don't know, man. I've always admired people with such skills, and here I am finally learning those skills. It means so much to me. I'm blown. Cardistry means a lot to me. It's a part of my life right now. I did not see that coming, dude. I honestly started it random. It was just random. I was just playing around with cards, and I watched a video and I was like, oh, there's something I can do. This was the first trick I kind of learned. I mean, apparently the trick that I can't do anymore. So which is surprising. I've gotten a lot better now. I would love to teach you guys if you want help with learning tutorials and stuff. I've been following a lot of these people. Some of my friends online are cardistry enthusiasts as well. So I've been learning from them. Thank you guys. And if you guys need help with where you can buy cards, where you want to get hold of cards, I'm the guy. I've done the research, guys. I am the dude. So as for cardistry, it's a win for me, guys. I did not see myself do all this stuff. Here I am doing all of it in flesh and bone, and very happy with it. Thank you guys for following me through it. It's still a weird thing for me. I have to tell you guys about me getting hold of a cycle, dude. I think I rode the most number of miles this year than any of my previous years, which means I am probably at my peak in terms of my abilities, in terms of what I have been doing. I don't know if I can get any better in terms of my physical strength. But yeah, this has been a year which was where I rode 30 kilometers a day, every day for a really long time. Another significant factor here, which is me getting hold of a new cycle. I got a hold of a road bike, which is a huge thing because the road bike actually changes your entire physicality of how you approach cycling. I rode my first hill. I rode to Nandi Hills and back. I did not like the experience except for the 10 minutes. I would say the 10 minutes of downhill ride was the best experience of my freaking life. I had the insane adrenaline rush. Me riding down, gliding down. It was like a six kilometer ride down with hairpin bends, and I just roomed. There was no brakes involved. I hit probably 60, 70, 80 kilometers. I don't know. But it was a rush. It was a head rush. I know what extreme motorsports people experience, or what extreme sports personalities experience when they are doing the stuff. I understand the high. My God, dude, I would do that again, but I don't want to die. So, my main mode of transportation has been cycling for the past 8 years. I highly recommend it. Only if you guys like cycling. I enjoy the process. It's my peace time. It's the time I spend if I want to meditate. Right now, the core of my being are basically revolving around three different things: cardistry, music, and cycling. If I don't have these three, I don't know if I will survive in the next year. So I hope to be doing more of these. I hope to be showing you guys more of the stuff. And all I can say is I have been enjoying the ride so far. I will choose to continue with it. Of course, there have been downers for me this year. Personal downers. It wasn't too bad. I don't think the downers were that bad. Oh yeah, me and Yel.low have been able to play shows like so far Kochi, and we did a fandom gig. We did a few tripping gigs. Those were all materials that we were testing out. Now, this coming year, I hope that we do more gigs. I hope that we can cut through to you guys, and you guys can come to watch us live, because we have some really, really, really good stuff coming your way. Other than collecting cards and cardistry, there's been another passion of mine which is huge, which is a big thing for me. It's horology. I'm done explaining what this is, but let me do this once in front of camera. Because every time I tell I love horology, people have the weirdest expressions thrown at me. It's got to do with clockwork. It's got to do with timepieces. It's got to do with watches. So I have been a watch enthusiast for a very long time. I love watches. I love watching clockwork. So I have been a connoisseur of this form of art. I would like to view myself as that, a connoisseur of art. I have owned a few automatics. I have a few mechanical watches. And automatics, I view them as the only surviving perpetual machine that never really dies. The closest thing we've come to a perpetual machine has to be a clockwork. I do not view any of your other devices, not your smartwatch. Your smartwatch can go to shit, dude. I have owned a smartwatch. I understand its place. The place it has is a span of 2 to 3 years. It'll die. It'll run out of battery. It will die. It will go down into the grave and never come back. It's not the same for a clockwork, a timepiece, or a piece of watch that is built with mechanics around it. They survive. They live. They have a beating heart which goes on forever. Your smartwatches, I do view, they have a space. It's for easy access. It's for easy response. I get it. But all of you guys, people who are talking about smartwatches, it's not about you. This is about watch enthusiasts. And I have loved watches for the longest part of my life. And it all has to do with one particular watch. Let me just pull up that watch for you guys. This is a Timex that I purchased. That actually my dad purchased for me. And it's been a huge factor as my entry into the watch world. So this Timex Expedition, this particular model is very close to my heart, and I of course observed it being on a lot of people's wrists, but this one is the beginning of it all for me. I think it was purchased like when I was in my 11th or 12th, I'm not really sure. My dad took me to a showroom. I spent at least an hour trying to select which watch I wanted, and I went with this. It served me quite well. I have worn it only during special occasions when I was wearing it. I was so worried about the crystal on top scratching that I used to have like a screen guard that I put on it. Yeah, it's got a few scratches. The rotating bezel, it's gone. The mechanism is struggling to get that right. This has not aged well because I have not kept it well. I'll probably go and service this watch very soon. It's seen the most wrist time in that period, and it's a watch that is very close to my heart. I remember my dad taking me to this shop, and I spent hours just looking at various watches, and finally it came to this. I still think it's a great piece that I still want to wear. Maybe I should fix this. I'll fix that. I'll probably wear it. Yeah, it's a very personal thing to me. It's a quartz watch, but hey, this watch holds more value than any of the other watches that I have. I wouldn't mind if I lose any of the other watches, but if I lose this, it's like a part of me that's gone. And to mark today as me being 31, I'm gonna buy a watch, put it down as a milestone. 31 on 31st is a milestone for me professionally, for me personally, and I want it to be a goddamn great watch. I still have a little bit of belly fat left, but that's going to go off very soon. I just want to show off my thighs here. It's an old bunion, but we shall roll with the old bunion. It's a very classic thing for me. I am so used to wearing whites from when I was young. This happens to be my Chinar, an HMT Classic. What's the time like? It's 11:40. Oh, fun fact, I was born around 11:40 at the night time. I'm almost a New Year baby. Now we are set to go. That's the most important thing in agenda today. Cards, because why not? Why not? That's right. I'm cycling it to the place.
On the first pull out,
Okay.
you have to unwind this. Basically, this would come and
Right here, 31, 12, 23. And I turned 31 today. That's right. Why? It's linked to this as well. This watch would be called a field watch. It has a rotating bezel, and the rotating bezel is a compass bezel. This one is called the Seiko Alpinist. A little knob over here, rotate a dial inside. Happens to be a compass dial. I actually was planning on getting hold of a Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 if you guys are interested in that watch. It just did not suit me. I was just passing by and I saw the Seiko. I just instantly fell in love with it. I've known the Alpinist for a while now. It was on one of my list of watches that I would buy at some point in my life. I did not think it would be today. And thank you guys for sticking around through this journey. I don't know, I've been doing a lot of random shit, and yet you guys have been, with me in all of this. Thank you. It's an investment on myself because 2023 has been a very personal year for me.